Hello and welcome to Math 253 here at Kenyatta College. My name is Ray Lapus and I'm the instructor for this course. This particular Canvas page will cover 6 different sections of Math 253. So the main page says that this is course 98110, but it actually will encompass everything else that is Math 253 related. So that means if you sign up for the online course, which is course 98111, then you will see that even though the course says 98110, this will include you as a student in the online course. So there are 6 courses. We have the regular course and the honors face-to-face course. We have a synchronous Zoom course and the honors version of that. And then we also have the online course as well as the online honors version of everything. Now we'll talk about the honors portion of the course later on, and I will solicit any section changes that might need to happen before the census date, whether you want to stay online or whether you want to be in honors or not be in honors. We'll make those adjustments in the first few weeks. Here are some policies. We have a communication policy. Best way to get a hold of me is through the Canvas inbox app. If you go to your Canvas page and look over to the left, you'll see the inbox there. That's the best way to message me. Using AI, you are more than welcome to use AI while you're reading, doing homework, studying, and organizing your notes. However, when it comes time for your exams, you are not allowed to use AI, so please keep that in mind. And remember that part of your exams will be proctored, so we'll make sure we watch out for that. Some grading timelines. The homeworks are graded automatically, but some of the other assignments might take a little bit of time to grade, so keep that in mind when you're looking for your grades. There will be a set of other announcements here, announcements that are related to our college, and we'll keep that posted. And speaking of announcements, you can scroll up to the top here and it says recent announcements. As of the recording, there are no announcements posted yet, but once they get posted, you'll see the 2 or 3 of the most recent ones up on top. And if you want to access any other later announcements, I'll show you where that is later on. All right, past that, we can see the due dates for each of the assignments that we have for this class. Some of them have links to due dates or have links to the actual assignments. And there's a couple that are not quite prepared yet. So I will fix those links as the semester begins. But you can take a look at these as your assignments for the whole semester. We will have an orientation video here. Right now there's an orientation video here that's not making sense. It says stats class, but that's just a placeholder for now. And okay, so that is going to be your home page. Now, the announcements page I already mentioned as a repository for all the announcements. You'll see the first or the latest 3 announcements in the home page, but again, if you want to access some older assignments, you can go to this page. Next is the modules page. The modules page has the information about the whole course. Well, almost the whole course. It's the course up to the midterm, I believe. There's course information here. The face-to-face folks and the Zoom folks will experience me lecturing. I will be recording those lectures and I will be keeping notes or saving the notes that I create for those lectures, and you can find them here. So these has the notes and sort of a tentative set of scheduling. We're going to be meeting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then you'll see about what section we're going to cover. And then these class notes will have actual live links as we get through them. Okay. And information about the textbook that we're using and some licensing information. So after that, we're going to go by chapters. Here's chapter 1. So we start off, all the chapters are set up the same way. We'll start off with an introduction. For the whole chapter, we'll see the section, first section, and then the homework associated with that section, the next section after that, and the homework associated. And then if you keep going down, you'll see that that's going to be the pattern for each chapter. So chapter 2 will work out the same way. We have the intro, and then now the section, homework, etc. So just to dive into one of these, if you click on the introduction, you'll see a list of objectives for the whole chapter, and you'll see an overview video of the whole chapter. And if you have issues viewing the video, you can see that this thing uses this called Panopto on the side. If you have trouble viewing that, you can click on this Panopto video link. That will open things up, and they might ask you to sign in. Hopefully, if it does ask you to sign in, it'll only happen one time. And then once you're signed in, then everything will just follow along. So here are the videos here is a video for the overview. Now these things have links. You can click on that and it'll open up the textbook for you and land you on that particular section. Although it doesn't look like it's working here, so we'll close that out. There are a lot of different ways to access the book, and I'll try to fix this. If it doesn't get fixed, I'll just take it away because, like I've mentioned, there's ways to access the textbook. Now you can go back to the modules page and then look at the whole view again for the chapter overview, or you can click on next. And if you click on next, it's going to take you to the section. Here is the first section in chapter 2, section 2.1. And in this section, each of the section pages will have this set up. There's going to be section 2.1, there's overview, there's reading and video link, there's checkpoints, assignments, and extra. I think I meant to get rid of this assignments, but we'll check that out later. So the overview again is a video, and then it has a list of learning objectives. I'm going to scroll back up here and click on the next tab. Here's a link to the book. Let's see if this works this time. Oh, looks like we're having issues there as well, so I'll try to get that fixed. And then there are some videos provided by the course and the My Open Math site that we're using, and so you could take a look at how they're doing some of the problems here. The checkpoints are checkpoints that are found in the textbook, and you can take a look at the checkpoints, and then after each of these checkpoints there is a mini quiz associated with it. So you can click on this and then do those mini quizzes. I think that's part of your grade as well, so make sure you do that. There are some videos and some PDFs. If you take a look at a PDF of one of these checkpoints, it gives you the problem and the solution for the problem that I had provided. And if you go take a look at the video, it should send you to a video of me working out that particular checkpoint. So you can use the video and the PDF file kind of in tandem, or not. Anyways.
-2,3.
So here's an example of the video that's being worked out. And then there's a mini quiz that you should take. I think that's part of your grade, so you click on it and take it. And I think I'm just going to skip over this. It's taking a bit of time. So Let's go back to the modules and just finish up this idea that we have here, where all the chapters look the same. It has an overview, it has each of the sections, and then followed by the homework. All right. I do need to warn you that the checkpoints for the first chapter, chapter 1, it's kind of built into the checkpoints. So here I am entering into section 1.1. And when I look at the checkpoints, I don't see the checkpoint quiz, but then there are videos with assignments embedded in here. So I'm just asking you to, as you're going through this first time around, really click through as many of these links as you can, and see, because there are some of the assignments are kind of hidden in there. All right, so that is an overview of the modules. Let's go take a look at the syllabus. And the syllabus page has a downloadable full syllabus and the schedule. And then I only included, I'm highlighting the makeup policy here so that you know where to find it. But further down, you can see the homework assignments that are due and the due dates that are associated with them. All right, let's take a quick look at the syllabus. So this is your document that binds you to this course, and this is something that you want to keep with you, and especially for transferring purposes. And here is our formal syllabus. So we have the different courses that's associated with this one Canvas page. We have information about the multimodal format. For those people that are doing the Zoom, synchronous Zoom, I will provide the Zoom links in our Canvas page. And even if you're just in the online class, and if you happen to be free during one of our Zoom times, you're more than welcome to drop by and take a look at the class live happening. Or if you want to come in person as well, even if you didn't sign up for the face-to-face class, but you happen to be on campus, you're more than welcome to come by and visit. Here's some prerequisite, the course description, and some learning outcomes information. The communication plan was outlined in Canvas, and so it's also here in the syllabus. The course material, we'll be using an OpenStax textbook. Let's see if it actually works here. Okay, it looks like we're finally getting to the textbook, and here is our text. You can view this on your own. This is a free access open source textbook, so we don't have to pay for it, but this is what I use. For each of these sections, there are discussions, there are samples, examples, and then there are these things that they're calling checkpoints, which I'm also using as checkpoints as part of the course. Again, things are going a little slow here, but if you scroll down, you can see the checkpoint here. Checkpoint 1.1 will correspond to the checkpoint 1.1 that you will see in our Canvas page. All right, so we have the structure, and you're more than welcome to use Desmos or this thing called CalcPlot 3D to be able to visualize things, and I'll have examples of that for you to see. Both in my lectures and in some of the assignments that you have. We'll be using MyOpenMath. You don't really need this link to MyOpenMath because you will access MyOpenMath through Canvas anyways, so we don't need to worry about that. Now, we do need to, because this is a transfer course, we do proctor parts of your exams. And so here is a proctoring piece of information that you can view and look at. If you have any issues about proctoring using Proctorio, then we can make other arrangements, like you coming to Kenyatta to take the exam without using Proctorio. So at this point, that's our only other option. If you are associated with another institution, like a high school or another college, we might be able to set up some proctoring scenarios there with your deans or administrators and so just so we have a proctoring environment. But I think the easiest thing is to use Proctorio. There's an academic integrity policy here that you can take a look at. I did mention AI. It's in the Canvas page. It's in the Canvas page, and you can see it here as well. Kenyatta has a bunch of resources that you can take a look at, from counseling to admissions and records for your transcripts, etc. So you can take a look at that as well. The grading. So we're going to have different categories of assignments. We have checkpoints that I had already mentioned. We have journal assignments. We have special problems that you're going to do. So you're going to construct kind of like a booklet of special problems that you're going to be able to show. And I prefer handwritten work for this. And so we will have this information sent to you when they're available. We have the homework assignments that I talked about, and then we are going to have one midterm and one final exam that's going to be worth 50% of your grade, so 25% each. So each of these exams will consist of two portions. The first one is a computational portion, which is going to be similar to the homework assignments that you're working on, with some minor logistical changes. And that is, for the homework, you can check each problem as you go through it, but for the exams, you will need to complete the whole exam, submit it, and then you get to see what you did right or wrong. There's also that proctored portion that I had mentioned, where you use Proctorio. These proctored portions will be closed book, no notes, no computer, no calculators. So it'll be a theoretical portion that will not have to do any calculations. I will have more information about the instructions for getting through these exams as we get closer to the exam dates. So keep an eye out for those. There'll be some random extra credit that's going to be thrown, kind of embedded in probably in the special problems portion of your assignments. So please feel free to do some of these to help boost your grade in case you're borderline. If you're like at a 90%, and then you can bump it up to an A by doing some of those extra credit work. The courseware is what we're going over now, so I'll skip over this. And then there's going to be more information on the Canvas page about those people who are going to be doing honors. And if you're not in honors currently and would like to see what it's about, I'll have an honors section in the modules. One of the modules will focus on honors, and then I'll have everybody decide whether or not they want to be in honors or not, and then we'll do some switching around if we need to. Here are some important dates, and here are the topics that are going to be covered, and here is an outcome map all embedded in your syllabus. Now, speaking of dates, we have a kind of a comprehensive semester overview of a bunch of due dates, and I would highly encourage that you actually download this. This is a one-page document where you can see when things are due. Just as taking a look at a closer look, you can see that our semester begins on August 17th. We have the first journal assignment, J1 Introductions, due on the 20th. We have a set of checkpoints due on the 21st. Now, to figure out which checkpoints are due, you can look at homeworks 1.1 through 1.3. So any checkpoint that is found in those sections will be due on the 21st. If you're in honors, one of the first assignments for honors is due on the 25th, and then the second journal assignment is due on the 27th, with the checkpoints due on Friday and the homework assignments due on the Sunday following. Okay, our special assignments will start kicking in September, and then here's when you make your booklet to collect all these special assignments that you are going to be doing. Okay, so that is the overview. You can scroll down and you should be able to see where our first exam is due. Here it goes. Our first exam is going to be due on October 21st. Now, the exam will be open on October 15th, so you will have about 6 days to complete that, including a weekend. So there will be no extensions for exams, mainly because they are open for a week long. So make sure you don't begin looking at your exam on the day that it's due. This is just the due date, but you can certainly work on it anytime before that. All right, so that is your schedule in a one-page document. Your grades can be found here under the grade book. You can see how well you're doing. I left the assignments page here and available. So clicking on this assignment page allows you to view the assignments sorted by the due date, which is essentially what you would be seeing in the syllabus page if you were to go there. But for some reason, if you want to sort the assignments by type, you can say show by type. And by clicking on this link, you can see that you can see the list of journal assignments all grouped together, the list of special problem assignments grouped together, which isn't here yet, the list of the checkpoints grouped together, etc. So this is just a different view of something that you could probably see both in the syllabus and the home page, and then you'll see some of these assignments scattered throughout the announcements as well. For those people that are doing the synchronous Zoom, I will have Zoom links available here in Zoom. You'll probably get a message when the Zoom links are posted as well. And whether or not you're in the synchronous, you're more than welcome to join the Zoom. So if you're just in the asynchronous online but are free, you can do the Zoom. If you're in the face-to-face class, but for some reason you can't make it to class, but you still have you're still available to Zoom, you're more than welcome to join that way as well. We have discussion boards and accessibility, Panopto video. I kind of very briefly mentioned that. And feel free to take a look at these other things. I might clean this up and get rid of some of these links. But for the links that are going to be left over, feel free to view them to see what else this Canvas page has to offer. So I think that's it. Welcome to our Calculus 3, and I hope you enjoy this course with the many, many pieces of multivariable calculus that we're going to be learning. And that's it. I will see you online. If you have any questions, make sure you hit me up at the Canvas inbox, and then that's it. I'll see you online. Goodbye.